Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play HOI4 Kaiserreich is Ukraine. Let us continue on from where we had last left off. So we've done succession question. At some point we'll get one of these three options. I'm not too sure which one it's going to be. It might end up being the Treaty of Persilov, which I don't want it to be, but it might end up being that way. What's our factories at? How many civilians do we have? How many militaries do we have? 11 and 19. So I guess we'll go one more military faction. Put it in Odessa for now. Sounds good. And then aside from that, we're just going to try to get rid of our Black Monday modifier. I don't know how bad it is right now. Negative 25 factory output. It's still not great. Again, not the worst we've seen, but I prefer not to have it. Also, you guys actually have not even attacked away to Central Asia quite yet. I'm surprised by that. Usually you get that done fairly early on. I mean, I know it's still... Okay, so apparently I have made a mistake here. The explosion on the Dnieper. At 11 a.m. while our king Vaslav was relaxing on his yacht, an explosion ripped through the hull, immediately killing him. Our Minister of Security has just received a telegram from the syndicalist group claiming responsibility for his mining Majesty's yacht. Or for mining His Majesty's yacht. Then the action was a result of their exclusion from the democratic process. There was no chance to save our king, and already the country has been plunged in disorder, with rioting throughout all major cities and fear of a military coup imminent. Well, okay, well the military coup's happened. So the kingdom did not survive. We're now the state of Ukraine. Are we still in the Reichspakt? We are. Well, we might have some issues here. Following the chaos of Vasil's untimely death, Mikhail Buklov and the Vienna managed to stage a bloody coup, having already more or less control of all organs of state and most of the regional oblast. In his first address to the VIN, Stacked Rada, he declared his first and perhaps only course of action would be to seek immediate and indefinite reunion with Russia to be met with thunderous applause. However, in a private discussion with the cabinet, he admitted there's a possibility Ukraine may remain autonomous, but Russia aligned. Well, as long as we don't get annexed into Russia, I'm okay with that. Like, if we end up being aligned with Russia but not annexed by them, I will take that possibility. Other than me having to, basically, I guess, like, scrap the entire series. Like, what do we do now? I guess we're not going to go to war with Russia. Because I don't think there's a counter coup. Well, I didn't see this coming. I mean, I should have. People in the comments were saying that this is going to happen. But I thought there was still a chance we could have, you know, wiggled our way out of this. But okay, there's a war against Central Asia. I thought there was a slight chance we could wiggle our way through this, but apparently not. So good work on me there. Okay, so let's put you into Orange Army, which means I guess we're probably not going to go to war with Romania then, theoretically. I don't want to get annexed directly into Russia. That's kind of my main concern is getting annexed. Like, I mean, we're still in the Reichspakt, right? Yes. What if we just declare war on Russia now? That they won't see it coming. Well, I thought we were going to have, like, a pro-Reichspakt campaign. Because actually, I think it's been a while, like, since we've done a campaign that was, for the Reichspakt. Actually, I think it's even been longer, so we've done an Entente run. But regardless. Okay, Brazil's actually gone socialist. Okay. Doesn't also, that thing that doesn't really happen too often. And again, Bulgaria will end up winning their war. In a faction with Russia. I mean, if we're in a faction, it gets bypassed. But I don't think we can be in a faction unless we've been annexed and then released. What do I do with you guys? I don't really know, because I don't know exactly what's going to be happening here. I didn't expect the pro-Russian coup. Again, I should have. I should have done maybe a little bit more research on how to actually just stay neutral as Ukraine before I started this series, but here we are. Okay, Cuba's in the Reichspakt. Wars are breaking out in Central America again. Because are you now socialist? No, you've both gone liberal. Okay. I don't think we care about the outcome then. If not, but again, actually, wait. If we're gonna go pro-Russia, theoretically, then it would make sense that no, we actually now want the socialists to be stronger because we want a strong international to counter Germany. So our foreign policy has just been completely turned upside down here. Let's get more fighters, and I would like more close air support as well. Now we have a positive amount of rifles. I'm going to take 3 factories off of you for the time being. We can now have up to 51 divisions. Mongolia joined up with Moscow. Not a huge surprise. One of you two should also probably join up with Russia as well. I don't know. Did they go... I don't know if they want realpolitik or expansionist. I don't know what the big difference between the two actually is in terms of inviting countries into the faction. Okay, technology. Let's go. 80%. I mean, 71 days. Seems very reasonable. I'll take it. And I guess now we want to build factories actually closer to Russia. Because they're... Okay, the Dutch Revolution. Will there be a counter coup or will Germany invade? They've immediately joined the International, so they're not going to immediately invade. But again, having the Dutch in the International is very powerful. Assuming that they can, assuming they don't get overrun immediately. If they don't get overrun immediately by Germany, the Dutch, they're a very good ally for the International to have. Okay, so I got a few more days left until this focus is ready to go. I'm willing to be an autonomous vassal state. I don't want the full annexation. Please and thank you. You know, we're actually going to save here just for now. In case I need to modify some things in order to make this work out properly for us. So that we can actually still play this game. We can still have a series going on. Okay, return to Russia. It is no secret that WWII and Bukulov are Russophiles, and I wish to see Ukraine, the little Rus as they call it, reunited with the motherland. Of course, it's a risky in nature. Russia may shut out our attempts at reintegration for fear of angering Germany, and there will no doubt be many angered Ukrainians. Instead of full reintegration, we could instead seek an align ourselves and seek reintegration in the distant future. We can lead the Reichspakt, join the Moscow Accord. Russia's accepted proposal. Russia's agreed that we should be in the same alliance, which will secure Eastern Europe for both the German imperialist and the syndicalist threat. The Reichspakt couldn't make us hate our brothers from Great Russia, which is why we decided to form this alliance. We joined the Moscow Accord. So we're now aligned ourselves with the Russians. It's better they made annexed. So, you know, let's... This is naval invasion order, fair enough. Let's draw... Actually, because we're now in the Moscow Accord, we will immediately be at war with Austria, which means we actually don't want troops anymore on the Romanian front. Either Romania or Bulgaria should, I think, in theory, join up with Moscow. So they're now actually both going to be our friends. So we'll keep that as is. 2 civilian factories, 1 military expansion slot. The political power. Give me the stability and the political power boost. Yeah, so get these divisions over here. Poland is in the Reichspakt. Lithuania is in the Reichspakt. So I want to join Russia's war in the Middle East, or not in the Middle East, in Central Asia. I'm going to say no to that. And we can claim some territory. We can claim you, and I can claim Ukrainian Galicia. Of course, I will claim both areas for myself. Thank you very much. Does Russia have any claims to my territory? They don't right now, and I'm assuming they will not in the future. Russian Academy of the Sciences. Actually, have I seen... I don't think I've ever seen this event, because every time we play as a country that's aligned with Russia, we're usually Russia. While the Moscow Accord, its membership within it is theoretically purely military in nature, is reality far more complex than that. One of the legacies of the Great War is the advent of mass mobilization, the consolidation of large swaths of potentially useful sectors of society into an apparatus designed to aid the war effort. The field of technology was included in this in the efforts to break trench warfare on the Western Front. Military technology created bold new innovations such as land ships in the hopes of finally turning the tide. As a result of mobilization such as this, the line between civilian and military resource becomes somewhat blurred, and the recent growth of ever-present international tensions has ushered in the start of a global arms race, something that nobody can afford to be left behind in. To this end, the old and prestigious Russian Academy of Sciences has been created, beginning a new mandate by the Russian Empire, coordination of research efforts across Russia and her allies, and a swift decimation of breakthrough between them, particularly breakthrough with potential military applications. As we are currently on very good terms with Russia, we have been extended an invitation to contribute to talent to the program, share research between us and other participating nations. The potential boons of this could have for technological development are, of course, obvious and plentiful. We're going to align ourselves with the Russian Academy, which I think is significantly worse than the Reichspakt one, because there's only like 3 members. Actually, how many members are in this? It's just me, Russia, Mongolia, I think. Yeah, I mean, Germany has, like... How many members do you guys have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, no, they got significantly more. I mean, it still caps out at 50%. But it's much better. We got our units ready to go for a mass invasion of Ruthenia now. We're going to split you, let's say 6 divisions here. We're going to make you into Purple Army. We're going to draw you up on the border here. Just against Poland. Assign our general. Have them be able to push their way towards Warsaw. I mean, just having Ukraine in the Moscow Accord, it does make Russia significantly stronger. What a disaster. what a change from where I was originally going with this series, but okay. We'll go with the 1939 rifle. Aside from that, we can train more units. Can I make these guys 20 combat widths? I could. Let's save you, make you a little bit stronger. In Austria, what did you guys actually do? Wait, are you just status quo? Imperial Development Scheme. Yeah, you've just... Status quo Austria is the second best option for us. I mean, the best would have been military occupation, because that usually leads to the Austrian Empire completely collapsing in on itself. But status quo leaves Austria in several smaller chunks. Each one individually easier to kill than a united Austrian Empire, or... I guess it would have been the United States of Austria, because they are conservative. But this is much better for us. I'm happy for this. Because how many troops does Galicia or Almeria have? 3 to 18, not a ton. Again, Russia, I don't have any interest in going to war right now. Because it's also an aggressive war. It's going to cause our stability to go down, and I don't need that. I want stability to be on an all-time high. So now we're at 61% world tension. I'm trying to think like what else can be happening. The war in Italy, I think, will boost world tension up a little bit, but definitely not 14%. Okay, so I am joining the close prosperity sphere. War breaking out in the Middle East. I mean, the Desert War will be happening soon. I think that's a 5% world tension boost. Qing declared war on Hunan. Got Szechuan under alliance right now as well. But you have to do 100, put you at 100. Close to air support. We're going to boost you to be 100 as well. I'm actually not building any tactical bombers. Let's throw some interwar bombers in here as well. Have you up to 5. I think we need a good air force. I mean, the Russian Air Force is not bad. I think they had 1.3 thousand planes. More than, you know, most of these other members around here. And I lost my 150 support equipment by giving it to the Eastern Bloc. Should not have done that, because now I'm just out. I think actually I'm out 250 support equipment. Either way, I'm out support equipment that I gave to Riga. Well, you win some, you lose some, I guess. I hate clear war in the Dominican Republic. Right now, there's literally no units on my entire border. I'm not too sure why that's the case. I'm not going to complain about it too much. Just a little confused. Okay, so we're going to extend executive powers. I mean, just 3 military factories is always going to be quite nice as well. Actually, what do you give us? More support. Get rid of Black Monday. You know what? Yeah, let's get rid of Black Monday first. I think it's gonna be a little bit more important. Manpower's still looking okay, so what else we want? Factory output. Naive optimist. Stability, research speed, stability, consumer goods. Higher cap is pretty nice. Stability and more to 15% stability is quite a lot. I'm thinking of stability maybe. Stability and research speed, but we can't do that because we're not socialist. Yeah, you know what? Defense on core territory, I mean, it's not my favorite. But I think just a 15% stability is worth it on its own. And the extra defense, it's just nice to have on top, right? Okay, so it is almost 39, so we can start getting our 39 industry techs now. And then after that, we'll probably go for our... Where is he here? Somebody was factory output and research speed. Yeah, probably go with... We'll go with Shirgi next. Production efficiency cap 10%, research speed plus 10%. Happy with both of those. Albania has joined up with Austria. Not happy with it, but... Are you at war with Mongolia? You are. Is Mongolia going to drag us to war with China? Potentially, yes, right? Because the Qing might want to take over Inner Mongolia here. We might end up going to war with China at some point because of Mongolia, but I guess we'll wait and see on that. And will Russia take back Tuva? Oh no, Russia doesn't have a claim on it anymore. I'm guessing by joining up with Mongolia, they relinquish their claim on the territory. Which, you know, is reasonable. Why can I not see their units? Because I have it set to only show my units. Okay, fair enough. I mean, you should end up winning these wars at some point. I'm hoping you're not losing too many men in these fights. Where is this war? Okay, 6,000 is not too bad. Okay, Bukhara's been annexed. You'll be annexed next. And then we'll get all of our units ready to go for our for invasion here. Fantastic. Okay. I mean, we're still at least, I would say, a year from now. I don't know. I don't think war's going to be breaking out any earlier than that. I mean, again, you will cause like 5%. You will cause 5%. But even then, that only puts us at a 72% world tension. Which is not high enough for... Okay, we're at 65% now. Russian war mobilization's a 4% boost. 0.3% because we joined the Moscow Accord. Defensive measures, what does that do for us? Just anti-air, okay. And you can't do this until either August 1st, 1940 or 75% world tension, which we're not at quite yet. Again, you guys up here, I mean, if all of Scandinavia would just remain neutral, that would be quite nice. Oh, there's actually 70% due to the war between the Qing and the Feding government. Okay, actually, the Second World War might be happening a little bit earlier than I was anticipating. I mean, you've all gone liberal. We reaffirmed your neutrality. What sort of labor agreement? Arms neutrality. Army investments. And I'm assuming you're not ratifying the Treaty of Stockholm. So not many people ratify the Treaty of Stockholm. I don't think I've ever seen the Scandinavia form naturally. I think it would be cool one day to actually see it form naturally, but it's unlikely. Let's just put it that way. It's unlikely to occur. Okay, new resource development. We'll then get 2 civilian factories next. And then we'll follow that up with getting rid of Black Monday, which will be quite nice. If we can get rid of Black Monday before the second Weltkrieg, I'd be very happy to see that. Also, did you go Realpolitik or did you go Expansionist? You went Realpolitik, okay. But it's September right now, so the war in the Middle East will be happening very, very soon. I'm surprised that the war in Italy hasn't actually begun yet either. I thought by now we would have seen it. Okay, you've taken over Turkestan. You know what? Let's create an agency for ourselves. The OVDV. We'll get that ready to go. Insufficient resource. We need more aluminum, more rubber, but... Actually, I'm going to take one off you, just so we can at least start producing some tactical bombers. 3,000 rifles in storage. 3,000 rifles is really not that much. Might actually want more on that. I think 1,000 trucks should be good for now. I think 1,000 trucks is reasonable. Let's do something like this. I think we do want more factories on rifles. Naval theorist, 100 political power. Can we get up to... No, we need to be actually at war in order to do war economy. Chief of Navy. Do we have anybody good here? Expert. Because we're getting a 25% penalty due to you here. It's very unfortunate. So we're just going to be paying a 25% penalty, I think. Essentially no matter what. Which is a little bit sad, but... My understanding, how many units do you guys have? 8 to 23? I only see 3 on the border. I'm assuming most of those units are not on the border with Lithuania. It seems unlikely. Let's just put it that way. Reaction uprising crushed in Brazil. We're back down to 68%. Brazil will probably... Ooh. Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Bolivia. All of them should end up joining International. Which will be very powerful. Oh! That's 7%. Somebody very soon could start beginning a second Weltkrieg. I think, especially since the war in the desert should be happening within the next month or two. I'm pretty confident saying the second Weltkrieg is happening very, very soon. Do you want a cryptology department? I kind of want to say no. I don't think we need it. But at the same time, I'm going to say yes. Thessaloniki has 8 to 21, 4 to 20. Actually, we only have 4 to 24. They might not actually have that many units. Okay, we've gone back down to 74%. But again, the war in the desert is like a 5% war support or world tension modifier. So we should see soon this going back over 75%. And the second Weltkrieg beginning very, very soon. Kurdistan's been annexed. Who else is in the Reichspakt? I mean, really not. Like, this is actually a very, very weak Reichspakt. I mean, they've got... I mean, they really don't have anybody, actually. Also, I love the American Union still fighting on, just so they have Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I mean, you're dead, right? You just lost New Orleans. You are 100% dead. Goodbye, American Union States. Okay. Get rid of Black Monday. We're gonna end this episode probably like once world tension's back over 75%. Probably once the war in the desert actually breaks out. Which should be soon. Theoretically. And so India has been annexed. Actually, the Indians are looking pretty powerful right now. Indochina. They might end up beating... Will they beat Germany's Asia? There's a chance that, yes, they might. You need more manpower. 250,000 troops. How many troops do you actually have in the field right now? 338,000? don't think so. At least not right now. I think there's more important stuff for us to get. Industry, military construction speed goes up a little bit. What about infantry equipment? Basics. I mean, 6% on everything's not bad. Cheaper trucks. Actually, what I want is I want my research speed and my vigilante cap increased. Yeah, so we'll go with you next. You shall spy in... No. You're going to spy in Glaciolonimeria. We're then going to do cryptology against the Austrians. 960 days, we're not going to do that against the Austrians. What about Germany? 4,000 days. Okay, even worse. What about Poland? 960. Okay, so 960 is like the default. Okay, so let's break Austrian ciphers. But they get some bonuses there, please and thank you. Yeah, break their ciphers. I think that seems reasonable. And this should be breaking up very soon. The Great Arab Strike. Rome's already fallen. You'll probably end up going to war with the Ten Republic as well. Because it's way too late for Italy to unify the peninsula before the Second Weltkrieg. It's just not going to happen, right? So... You'll probably join the Reichspakt. You might join the Reichspakt as well, and you'll join the Internationale. Switzerland, of course, they are national populists. They've chosen the worst flag for their country. And they should stay neutral. I mean, they could theoretically attack France, but I've never really actually seen them do it. And there we go, 81%. And I'm sure tomorrow... Am I not tomorrow? The day after? Okay, one more day. They should go for crush the German hegemon. Yes. So with that... Russia is showing against us. Okay, they shouldn't be, but... For now, it is a really good time for us to end this episode. Thanks to everybody for watching. My name is Anthony. If you enjoyed, my thumbs up. Not doing, click some down. You want to subscribe, and goodbye.